For this video, we're going to cover the arcade functionality within ggLeap client. There is a large web administration system that powers all of this, which we'll cover in a separate video, but for now we're just going to cover what the gamers see in the arcade section of the ggLeap client. So if we click the arcade button at the top of the nav bar, we can also get there by clicking on the explore challenges or quests button within games that are supported, which is Fortnite, Valorant, Counter-Strike is not, but also there is League of Legends and there is Dota 2. So I'm going to click by going to the arcade section. And here we have three submenus. We have the challenges, the quests, and the rankings. So challenges are events that are created on the web administrator for your gamers to participate in. So this is an example of a challenge that has been created. It has a prize pool of 2,500 coins. There are no participants yet, but we can see what is the prize payout structure. So it's 1,000 coins for first place, down to the bottom 4th to 10th will each earn 100 coins. So for this particular challenge, we are given a description about what the player should do within the challenge in order to get the best score. But we can also see specific details on exactly how that player should try to play the game in order to maximize the outcome. So there are some details here about this particular challenge. I'm going to go to a different one. For example, this one I think is underway. So this is an example of a challenge that is underway. I am currently ranked 47th in this challenge with a score of 28. I can search for players within the challenge, but I can also see the current position of the players within this challenge, and this is dynamic, so this will change as players earn points. And again, we can see the scoring system on the right hand side here as well. So these are examples of challenges that are currently running. The gamers don't need to do anything other than play the games in order to get tracked, and they must play the game before the challenge expires. So this one is almost a week long. We can also see the modes that are being tracked here as well. So for challenges, these are all created on the web administrator. These are just some examples of challenges that we've created. There are templates there that can guide you and help you create those challenges. We'll cover those in a future video. But for now, this covers the challenges aspect of the ggLeap client. Just a final example, this Dota 2 challenge, Indomitable Defenders. So this is a challenge that rewards players for playing in a specific game role. So we're tracking all of the data points. And this particular challenge will reward a player who plays well as a tank in this particular game. So the goal for them is actually to take as much damage as possible within the game while still having a very positive influence in the game. So by getting more kills and not dying very much, getting last hits, also in winning the game, but by tanking damage, you're proving yourself to be an excellent tank, and by using those metrics, by understanding the challenge, you can gain a higher score than other players. So challenges are like a PvE system where you're playing in a specific challenge that's been created by the administrator, but you're playing against the other players within the venue as well. And this will be very quickly rolled out to multi-venue as well. So if you do have a franchise or have a number of centers or want to compete against another center, it's quite easy for us to plug in multiple centers. And in fact, yeah, we've created this venue column here so that when it comes time to combine multiple centers here, then it's very easy for us to do that. For quests, it's a little bit different. So quests are more like a PvE experience, whereas challenges are much more PvP. So you play a challenge in a specific time period and you get a score, and your score is compared to other players who take part in that challenge, and the top players win. Whereas the quests are much more like PvE. So for example, Ultimate Survivor is in a single match, you have to achieve 10 kills and 10 assists while dying 2 times or fewer. So it's a specific quest that can be completed at any time, and it doesn't matter about anybody else. It's just your perspective. Another example would be, in this particular quest, is to get at least 300 minions and 300 neutral monsters killed in a single match. Whereas this is an example quest where it's actually over unlimited matches. So it's a quest that can be achieved based on performance over any number of days or weeks, and it is in this case to deal 15,000 seconds of crowd control in League of Legends. So there's a whole bunch of different quests that can be configured using our data points based on you can choose how many coins should be awarded based on the difficulty of those quests. And again, you can use the web builder system to create these quests and challenges as to your business needs. And finally, we do have a ranking section as well on the client, and this is where we have a leaderboard of all of your players who have participated in these quests and challenges, so that we can see how well they're doing and have a sense of like a hall of fame for the best players who are taking part in these quests and challenges. So this is a leaderboard of players who have earned coins either by completing quests or by finishing in a winning position in a challenge, and then we can start to see who are the best Valorant players, who are the best League of Legends players based on their performance in their quests and challenges. That's it for this video. For the next video, we'll cover how we're setting all of this stuff up within the web administrator.